Hello and welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we will be finally writing the code to handle the button click in the main activity. So if you could go to the XML file, as you could see, we have to create a method which is called as button clicked. So I'm going to simply go to the main activity and type in public void button clicked, and this is going to accept view. So view, and in here what we will do is that we will create an intent. So in order to start up an activity, you do need to create an intent. So we will type in intent equals new intent, and to this you pass in main activity dot this, comma, the service class name is in this case myService.class. So this is basically similar to starting up your activity. So you also need to pass in some extra thing to this intent. So we will use the putExtras method. So we will type in myService dot, and the name of that message is message, and let's pass in the actual message, which is going to be, let's say, button clicked, and let's say this is a service. So this message is now going to be displayed into the log. And now the final thing which you need to do is that as we type in start activity every time, this time we are going to type in start service. So we'll type in start service and pass in an intent over here. So as you could see, we are basically done with the entire code. Now let's go ahead, save the code and run this application on the device and see how this thing works. So the application is actually up and running on the device, and I'm actually not going to record the device. I'm just going to hit the button, and within 10 seconds you will be able to notice the message, which is this message over here in the log. So let me just click the button and we will wait for 10 seconds for the message to show up over here. Okay, so as you could see, we now got the message that button clicked, and this is a service which is nothing but the message which we have passed over here. That means we are successful in creating our service, which is basically nothing but similar to an activity, but it executes in a background. So if you'll run this application, and if you will notice, there is going to be no change on the activity, but you will be able to see a change in the log after 10 seconds as soon as you hit the button. That is because the service actually runs in the background. So in the next lecture, what we will do is that we will learn how to build notifications, which is nothing but the notifications which you get upon receiving an email or anything like that. So we will design notifications in the next lecture by using the same concept of services. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.